Rated M for mature.
Hey there, Resident Evil fans. Brelston from Capcom here, and today I'm going to run through some of the distinguishing features for Resident Evil Revelations. First up, and probably most important to longtime fans, is the focus on claustrophobic hallways, shambling bad guys, and, horror. A large chunk of Revelations takes place on the Queen Zenobia, a derelict cruise ship that's jam-packed with creatures mutated by the T-Abyss virus. If you've ever been on a big boat, there ain't a lot of space in those hallways, so expect a lot of close calls with those blood-sucking baddies. These close calls can be avoided by the quick evade mechanic similar to the one found in Resident Evil 3. By tapping the stick forward or backward at the right time, Jill, Chris, or any of the other playable characters will lunge out of the way and avoid damage. This is a critical move to learn, as you won't always have enough ammo or health to tackle everything in your path. Speaking of ammo and health, Revelations introduces the Genesis gun, which lets you scavenge for loose ammo, scan enemies, and eventually earn a free green herb when you reach a 100% scanning total. But be careful, you slow down when the gun is drawn, so you have to ask yourself, should I stop and scan this monster and maybe get that green herb, or should I just run past and get out of here? This fight-or-flight attitude is prevalent throughout Revelations. But while the campaign slows things down a bit, raid mode is where you can mow down some bad guys without consequence. But what's the point? Why, to grind through each map and clear the bad guys as quickly as possible, and then get loot drops at the end.
Okay, managed to get through that.
These drops usually come in the form of new guns or custom parts that give your weapons all kinds of unique properties like stun damage, increased fire rate, or just plain old damage boosts. But these drops are random, so even when you get one gun, in this case the M92F, its attributes and slots for custom parts may be different from one you or a friend already found. This makes things much more interesting when playing online or playing levels over and over, because again, even though you picked up one gun, there's a chance the one you find this time will be slightly different from the one you already had. Tinkering with weapons can be done in raid mode and the main campaign, so if you really like squeezing the best performance out of your guns, Revelations really encourages but doesn't demand a gearhead approach. Raid mode also stars heavily modified versions of the campaign enemies. So like this ooze creature is super tall and also has that shield icon next to his life bar, meaning he soaks up more damage than a typical ooze monster, while this little guy moves a lot faster than the rest of his pals. And if you ever get bored of the basic costumes found on the 3DS game, Revelations also lets you unlock 3 new costumes, including these brand new pirate outfits for Jill and Chris. Plus the new versions also include Rachel Foley and fan favorite Hunk as playable characters in raid mode, making it the definitive version of Revelations. Longtime Resident Evil fans and old school horror fans, be sure to check it out on Xbox 360, PS3, Wii U, and Steam.